So, Antoine, who is the biggest all-star snub?
Well, it's got to be Dame Dollar. I mean, every year it seems like we're always fighting and arguing over this guy being an all-star. But he should be a starter this year. When you look at his body of work, let's first start that he's played 14, 15 games without C.J. McCullough, who's having an all-star year himself. And he's got his team 8 games over 500. We used to Portland struggling in the beginning of the season and having to come on late. And this is the guy you got to give his flowers to, averaging 30 points a game, shooting 45%, shooting 94 out from the free throw line. But also, he's on the stretch right now where the team's on a 6-game winning streak, and he's playing unbelievable basketball. Don't get me wrong, I'm not taking anything away from Steph, and Steph deserves to be an all-star, but this is expected, what Steph Curry's doing. It's no Klay Thompson. Draymond Green is not the same scorer that he was early in his career. He barely could put the ball in the basket. Kelly Oubre is not having a great season offensively. So this is expected for Steph. We knew Steph was going to have a big year. We knew he was going to average 30 points. So it's nothing new that Steph is doing. It is impressive that they're 3 games over 500 and they're like in the 7th spot. But besides that, individual play, Steph is doing what we thought he'd do. Dame Dollar should not have been a snub. He should have been a starter. We got to start giving him his flowers for the work he's doing right now.
I'm with you, Twine, but I don't think Steph is the guy that shouldn't have been on the starting team. It should be Luka. And I'm going to apologize right here to Dame Dollar. I'm one of the official media voters, and I voted as the West starters win. So I had Steph, Luka, and then the front line. I should have had Dame on there instead of Luka. It's close. It's no embarrassment in Luka being a starter, but I should have went with Dame. It wouldn't have affected the voting. He still wouldn't have started. But I'm going to say that to him personally. I should have had him on the starting lineup. But I'm going to talk about another snub, and that's James Harden. James Harden is the best dual threat point guard in the NBA. Dual threat meaning scoring and passing. James Harden is awesome, and I know he's only played 17 games in the East. I don't care. He is an all-time great. He's showing it right now, and he has gotten to the level where, barring injury, he's an automatic starter, period. I mean, and look, Kyrie is playing great. I don't have any problem with him starting. I had him as a starter on my ballot, but I had him next to James Harden. So I had Brooklyn with 3 starters. If I had to pick one of those 2, I'm starting Harden over Kyrie. So at the very least, it could have been Harden and Beal. But let me get to Beal. Look, I like Bradley Beal. God bless him. He's having a great season. But they've won 9 games. If we're just going to go by stats, I could put Zach LaVine on there instead of Beal. In Chicago, Chicago's won more games. They're the 9th seed. And Beal overall has better numbers than Beal. He's averaging 4 fewer points, but still 28. But higher field goal percentage, higher three-point percentage, more assists, more rebounds a game than Beal. So I want to reward to some degree the guys that are helping their team win. And so Harden, come on, man. Harden is awesome. Awesome. He must be a starter in the All-Star game.
Chris, I agree. I disagree with everything you just said. We don't have enough time to get into all of it. So I'll start with Dame. So you're responsible for this, Chris. You had the power.
Right, it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered. He won the media vote. It still didn't matter.
Then Luka has played without Porzingis. Okay, that's fair. But the Blazers are the 4th in the West. Dame should obviously be a starter. We know that. Harden, come on. We can't disregard what happened at the beginning of the season, all the mess and the drama that went on. You have to count that. You have to consider that in the All-Star. It's not that he's not an All-Star, but he shouldn't be a starter. And Bradley Beal should obviously be a starter. We're talking about Dame deserves his flowers. Bradley Beal deserves his flowers. He should be there. He should be a starter. I actually, other than Dame, I'm okay with these lineups, but Chris, we might have to do a whole other segment on all that.
Joy, let's do it. Come on. Golly.
Yeah, I'm with you. Joy, I'm with you, man. If I could be physically in front of Chris, I might put hands on him. As a player, don't apologize to me for something you was completely in control of. Man, you're a part of the media. Make the right decision. Don't apologize afterwards. But for Dame, it is about Dame Dollar. And
I thought I was being a big
Twan,
man.
you mentioned about giving him his flowers right now, and the players recognize that. He finished second in players voting, and then in the media they cover Dame Dollar, so they know what he's all about. He finished second there. The issue is with the fans. They don't get to see Damian Lillard play night in, night out, and then he doesn't have the international impact like Luka Doncic, so he's not going to get the fan voting there. He finished third, and so when I look at Dame Dollar, you're absolutely right, Twan. You got to get a man his flowers right now, because what he's done over the past 4 years, even longer, he's a special elite talent. Night in and night out, he's going to be out there for his team.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.